Now let's get to our panel for the big issues of the morning. Tim Wilson, the Maxim Institute Executive Director, and Sarah Henry, our Media Editorial Director. Good morning, team.
Kia ora, Ryan.
Good to see you.
Morning.
Hey, we just had the PM in, and I don't know whether we're going to even ask you about tariffs, but here we go.
Yay.
Tim, I just find it, Donald Trump is annoying. We all know that. But particularly annoying when...
Mate, I spent an afternoon with him, I can tell you.
Yes, you
he's
know
also
well.
charming. But anyway, that's
they do say that.
Yeah,
they do say that.
It's the New York real estate guy. So, you know, he just comes in late with an ocean of charm and the power handshake. And then you take it from there.
Yeah, and he will hardball you and then he'll sweet talk you.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think that's what we're seeing here.
Yes.
In the tariff regime. Yeah.
And it's interesting, isn't it? Because your strategy initially was let's not rock the boat, pretend it's not happening, and then it's like he's going to get you anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what do you do, I suppose? Yeah, what do you do? Now, the government's trying to monetise the conservation estate, not going and putting a McDonald's on, Milford Sound before we get carried away, but the bits around the edge where land that's marginal could potentially be used for other stuff or sold off even. Yep. Do you think that's reasonable?
Yeah, look, I don't have a problem with it. I think that it's a great leap to go to the McDonald's in Fiordland. That's not what this is. This is just progress. And we have to look at managing things in a different way. This brings in some revenue. It's not destroying the environment as far as I can see. It will be managed. I can't see that the resource consent or anything is all of a sudden going to speed up on projects and it's going to be the Wild West in that situation. I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah. Look, I think it seems to be about clearing bureaucratic backlogs.
Yeah.
And that's got to be a positive thing. And there are already cell phone towers on conservation land. Interesting, I looked it up. 30% of our country is administered by DOC, and that compares to, say, Australia, which is 20%, Canada, 11 to 12%. So we obviously do preserve what we see as a resource, a taonga.
And that is important.
That's important, but we also
important.
need to be able to utilise it. It's precious. Let's be able to utilise it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Big announcement coming shortly. We'll bring it to you on NCEA. Can't quite say at this point what it is, other than it is a major reform to NCEA. Tim, is this sort of I know you've got a whole bunch of kids who'll be presumably going through NCEA.
Come on, guys, it's only 4 kids. It's not even a large Catholic family, much less Protestant one.
By today's standards, 4 is...
Yeah, I'm one and done.
But what are you...
You've got to come over sometime.
What are
no,
your...
I don't.
Now, NCEA, we are about to get details from the government on what the replacement system is, or whether it's just some parts taken in, some parts. What do you want to see from this, Tim?
Well, look, as father of 4 boys coming through the system, I want to see a massive overhaul. I want to see the end of grade inflation, and NCEA, we've done work on this at Maxim, and educational people serving in the education sector for a long time have said this has actually resulted in a dumbing down of the education system. I need to see the education system smarten up. I need to see a reduction in the size of the curriculum and also core subjects, so that I know, and standardised tests, so that I know that our boys are doing well and can continue to do well, and when they stuff it up, let's fix it.
Great, you know exactly what you want.
Yeah, sorry, you got
No,
you just
no, it's good.
hit me.
It's good because we don't know exactly what will change, but something substantial sounds like.
If there could be some clarity, that would help me as a parent. My child is about to go into his first year of NCEA next year. I've been to information evenings, I've read the pamphlets, I've looked at the flow charts. I still don't
You're none the wiser. Yeah.
I am like, how does this work? And again, it seems to be so broad and so vast, and you get bits for this and bits for that. And I'm like, just give them a foundation to move forward. Because like I keep saying to my son, this actually all gets superseded the more you go through your education, So let's give them a solid foundation to move on from in whatever way they choose.
And there might be other stuff that your child is interested in. Guess what? They can learn about that after school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they will.
And let's not use it to game the system. So it's like, oh, this is my credits. Does that actually, does backpacking in Fiordland to the McDonald's actually...
Or one the other day I saw was you must have knowledge of the inner workings of an espresso machine. Because
handy.
Who's got time for that? I just thought, tell me what button to push.
Yeah, but does the coffee machine break in the office every single week? Yeah. So handy.
Yes, it does, actually.
Okay.
It would be a great skill to have. Now, ADHD, we had a fascinating chat this morning with the University of Auckland. They've got some research out. So, and I have to get this round the right way, those with ADHD would, in order to spark their brains so that they could focus more, they use fidgeting. As a sort of a physical tool to help their brains sort of zone in and focus, which I thought was fascinating. And then the opposite was true too, that I think that if you don't have ADHD and you're fidgeting, well, you're probably distracting yourself. Tim, just amazing that connection though, isn't it?
And what I like about this research is that they're attempting to have an objective measure of ADHD. What we've seen is a rise of self-diagnosis culture. And that's the WebMD thing. Oh wait, I might have that. And also there's that sense of you see it on a lot of social media, is like my lived experience is actually evidence.
Yeah.
Well, let's get some objective measure as to whether your lived experience is evidence, because I just think you're distracting yourself.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, and just a bit weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think people who have had ADHD in their life have learnt this themselves, right? You know, I have contact with people who are quite close to me, and they're constantly doing these kind of things, but not because a research project has told them that that's what helps them. They've worked that out themselves. If they are doing little craft projects over here or whatever, then they will function better. And so I think anything that works for you as well has got to be a good thing, because we don't all think the same.
No, yeah. And it's interesting because teachers will have to, if this becomes an established thing and a provable thing, which it sounds like it is, they'll have to adjust as well, because a fidgeting kid in class is not necessarily a bad thing.
No.
Yeah, but those fidget spinners will come back.
Sounds like you got a bunch of them that you want to put on Facebook Market.